Awesome. So, everyone, welcome to another EME section live today. Today with us, we have the team from RiteStream, an amazing project, has been involved for so many years. I personally have been following them up for a while. So, and with me today, I have Joseph, who is this, CSO of RiteStream, who's going to be here to give us every details we need to know about the project. So, for a start, Joseph, um, to be honest, I've known about RiteStream for a while.
Okay.
I've met a couple of founders. But this is the first time I'm having you guys in my community. So,
Nice.
I heard from one of your introduction with Kenny. You said you work at the Nokia company and you were also involved in some Web3 projects. So yeah, you want to tell us about your background, and stuff like that before we kick start about YStream itself.
Sure. So yeah, I've been working for some time already. I started my career with Nokia way back before iPhone came out. Then I did some work with the Singapore government. I was a lecturer at the university, at the master's program in Singapore, National University of Singapore, at this Institute of System Science. I had an agency which was acquired by WPP, which is the second largest advertising company in the world. We were acquired within 18 months of really ramping up the business through the acquisition, because WPP handles big accounts like Microsoft and Unilever and Xbox. I got involved in all these projects. I was in Microsoft Enterprise for a while, then Microsoft on the consumer side, and then Xbox. I was with Xbox for a while. I was involved in the launch of Halo and Mass Effect in the Asia Pacific region. And then from that point onwards, I was the head of R&D at Grab, which is like the Uber of Southeast Asia. And I was head of R&D over there. And within less than 2 years, we kicked Uber out of Southeast Asia, which was the goal, the target that we had. And then from that point onwards, I feel like I achieved as much as I could in the Web 2 world. And that's when I started getting curious about Web3, and I started looking into it in about 2018. I slowly got my feet wet. I invested in a YouTube channel just to get to understand the space a little bit more. And, of course, started investing in crypto as well. 2018 and on, that was really good years. Okay, those were really, really nice. Everything was booming. Things were coming out, new things like GameFi and NFTs and all that crazy stuff was happening. And, I joined the Launchpad. Actually, I invested in a Launchpad because my friend started the Launchpad. It was Engine Starter. So I invested in it and I ended up helping them. And I took them to the number one Launchpad in the business about 2 years ago. That's when I quit. We were doing the number one ROI. I think we had 500% ROI, better than anybody else when I left. Not sure how it's doing right now, but I'm sure they're still doing well. Then I worked in another entertainment-based project and landed myself into RiteStream in December of last year. I was actually one of the early investors in RiteStream more than 2 years ago. I knew the CEO, Riaz. Always meaning to work together with him on certain things. But I joined in December and I say, hey, I can help move this project forward. I am a go-to-market guy. I focus on getting things to market and scaling. That's really my objective. And I've done it with many, many big companies and all that. But I have to say, doing it with kind of like a startup, a crypto company, has been one of the most challenging things. With big companies, you have unlimited resources and money. It's different here, but it's been really fun and amazing journey. The team has been amazing. And here I am, here we go. That's the story.
Yeah, no, pretty awesome. I usually used to say back there that sometimes when you have a very, very good community, behind a certain project. You never know who's going to come out to do something for a project. I mean, look at you just as an early investor of RiteStream. Before you know, you're now in the big stage, representing the project. So, it's always good to um, always look down to people who are actual investors into the project, who are really, really giving their best. But yeah, like you said, you've been here since December. So as a new CSO,
Mhm.
what are your dreams about RiteStream, and how do you plan to accomplish, what you have going on right now?
Yeah, so RiteStream has two main components, right? It has RiteStream Plus, which is the streaming platform, which is like a Netflix, but there's watch to earn and watch to win components to it, right? We just did a soft launch of that this month. It's just a soft launch. Not all the features are in, but I've always known in the past, just go to market quickly, and we want to scale this. So I really want to scale this in a big way. Why RiteStream Plus is interesting is because we have a sister company called AltRights. AltRights is a Web2 company which does distribution of content. We sell content to Netflix, Amazon, HBO. That's the B2B business, is the Web2 business. That company, AltRights, is going for a NASDAQ listing. So our partnership RiteStream with AllRights is really good because it allows us access to a lot of great content. The content we have right now is limited on RiteStream Plus. As we get more viewership, more people coming in, then we can start unlocking better content. But you can start going right now to RiteStream Plus, connect your wallet, and start watching. And if you go to profile, you can see how many ads you've watched. So what we do at RiteStream Plus is we have a partnership with the ad networks that will give us revenue for every ad that you watch, and we got a really good deal, a deal that's better than some of the other folks are getting. We decided we're going to share that revenue with the community, right? So the more you come in, the more you watch, the more revenue we make, the more we share with you, and that accumulates, and it goes under the watch to earn component. But there's also a lottery component where the more you watch, the more chances you have to win the big prize pool. We have a prize pool of 10,000 for November. You can start watching now. We'll start accumulating and scoring it for you now, but the prize pool will be November. We really want to scale this like crazy. We want to start hitting millions of impressions every month. That will take our revenues to $500,000, $1 million a month. And then we have the other component called RiteStream Studios. RiteStream Studios is where we crowdfund for the next film and TV show. Okay, so we have connections with Hollywood, with connections with some very famous movie stars and TV stars and all that, and they all want to start raising money for the next shows, next films, and some very, very famous people. If I can give you the names one day, you'll see. Oh yeah, these names. They all have some interesting movies and shows where you can crowdfund, and like every ordinary person can come in and just, hey, you know what? I want to put $50 and I want to invest in the next Jackie Chan show. I want to invest in the next, show by this famous actor, right? So we launched a proof of concept of that. We did the crowdfund for Crypto Nights. Crypto Nights is our own production. We also have a production company, by the way, where we produce our own reality shows. So The Biggest Loser Asia, The Challenger, all these shows were actually produced by us, by our production company. And we won multiple awards. Our team is an Emmy-nominated team. We won the Asian TV Awards. We beat MasterChef. We beat Survivor Australia. So we produced Crypto Nights, which we filmed already in August, right? I can show you some screenshots of that if you guys want to see it. I'll show you if you don't mind. Do you mind?
Please go ahead. Why not?
Yeah, yeah. Let's see if I can find it. Can you see my screen?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Okay, wait. Let me see if I can show this. Okay. You know what? It's not giving me access to. Okay, no, I can't show the screen right now, but let me just. Oh, yes, there it is. I have to click open settings. Oh my God, I should have done the settings earlier. Never mind. So we produced our show tonight, which is. Sorry?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I want to
which
say
is
you can send that to me, then I can display that later on.
Sure, sure. I'll try to send that to you. Okay. So let me send you the link. Okay. While I talk. So Crypto Nights is like a Shark Tank, a Web3 Shark Tank, a crypto Shark Tank. We produced that show, and I'm just dropping the link for you in our group. Okay. We produced the show. We had Brock Pierce on the show. We had Ali from Blockchain Founders Fund. We also had two Hollywood celebrities. We had Adrian Grenier. If you guys are familiar with Entourage and you're familiar with Devil Wears Prada, he was the host on the show. We also had Kim Lee from Netflix, the Netflix show called Bling Empire, and she's one of the world's top DJ. She was also a host on the show as well. So we just finished filming that show. We are at MIPCOM right now in Cannes. We are showcasing the show right now. We want to get it distributed to over 300 million households. That's good. That was the first show that was kind of like fundraised and produced by RiteStream Studios. So we're really, really excited about it. So RiteStream really has these two components. RiteStream Plus, which is a streaming platform like Netflix, where you can go in, watch content. It's free, but you get to earn and you get to win. And then RiteStream Studios, where we crowdfund and let anybody come in to invest in the next TV show and film. And the first one we did was Crypto Nights, which is going to be released in December of this year. Right. So that's why I'm excited about it, because I feel we can really scale this like crazy. And if you guys are familiar with Shark Tank, it's really like an investment show. So we picked like 20 of some of the best crypto projects in the space and featured them in season 1. Right. I don't know if you can open my link. Can you?
I don't know. I haven't yet received the link. You sent it to the
Oh,
group?
really?
Yeah,
I
I
think I
haven't.
did. Okay. Sorry, I think I sent it to the wrong place. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
while I send that's the answer to my question.
Yeah, no, I mean
Yeah.
that's really really amazing, especially with what you guys got with the crypto night, really really awesome. And I think this is gonna be one of the most curious questions from the audience here.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely you guys are not the first streaming application out there. We've seen so many, and so many are actually taking over the world right now. I mean, not to mention the likes of Netflix, like you said,
Yeah.
Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, and so forth and so on. So the question is gonna be, what makes RiteStream different from this other platform? Of course, we know you guys like a watch to end application, stuff like that. But
Mm.
what else benefit from what you guys got going here?
I would say the big thing that we have is like we want to cater to a different audience, that they're going for. Okay, so one thing is that yes, of course, the watch to earn and the watch to win component is something that Netflix and the others do not have, right? We have a really good relationship with the advertising networks because our Web2 companies have been in the entertainment space for a long time, right? We've done production, all that. So we have the networks, and we've got some pretty good deals where we can get a rev share from the ad networks, which is higher than what others are getting. So we actually can share more of that revenue with the community, right? So that's already a big thing. Like some of the other competitors, what they get from the ad networks is easily 5 times less than what we are getting. Okay, and that means that the community can earn more. All right, and the other thing is that because we have alt rights, which is if you can just search for this ALLRITES.com, it's our distribution company. So through the distribution company, we actually have access to a lot of content. Now we can't release everything on RiteStream Plus right now. Like I said, we need to scale up the viewership and the impressions first, and then we can unlock better content. But basically, we can get access to almost any content. That's the point we're making, because we are players in the industry. We have access to these things. We can get it at amazing deals, right? And that's a win for everybody. Also, we have like the kind of content we're putting on the table inside here, if you go to Netflix or the other places, there's only there are the usual content, of course, but other kinds of content which are still very, very good sometimes don't make it there. Like there are a lot of crypto related programs out there, for example, okay, which don't really make it into Netflix, don't make it to Amazon or other places, right? But we are more open and receptive to these guys. A lot of the independent filmmakers, like we're speaking to
What happened? Joseph, we can't hear you anymore. I don't know if you're speaking right now.
Oh, did you lose me? For how long did you lose me?
Just 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Oh my God.
Yeah,
1
you can
minute?
go ahead.
Okay. I don't know. Suddenly I became mute. What did I say last? Sorry. Okay, I was talking about alt-rights. So I was saying that, yeah, because our relationship with alt-rights, we have access to content. And if you go to altrights.com, you can see that alt-rights has access to a lot of content which they sell and distribute to Amazon and Netflix. And we have a relationship with them because it's a sister company. So we can get access to all the best content. And I don't know if I said this already, but we also have very good relationship with the ad networks, so it gives us better ad revenue share compared to the rest. We can even get like 4 to 5 times better rev share compared to the rest because of our relationship, because we have been in this business for some time, right? And of course, like I said, the usual, the watch to earn and watch to win component. So I don't know what you've heard and not heard, but I would say the biggest thing is that as the viewership increases, we will be able to give you access to amazing content because we have access to it through alt rights. Plus, at the same time, we're working with a lot of local producers in places like Africa, in Asia, and all that. Right, there are all these local producers whose content don't make it into Netflix and Amazon, but they're really, really good content. We can get access to that as well, and of course, a lot of very good crypto-related content, which those also don't make it to Netflix and Amazon. So that's the advantage that we have. All right, like I say, access to content, access to localized content, great deals with the advertising networks, and of course the watch to earn and the watch to win. This is the advantage. I see you sharing the screen. Yep. This is the deck for Crypto Nights. We filmed it. These are the nights, the judges. Brock on the right, Ali, Nikita, Magnus, and Carl. If you go to the next screen, next slide, slide 2. Yep. That's some of the stuff we've done. We are Emmy nominated team. We've done The Apartment, The Biggest Loser, The Contender. So we have an experience doing reality shows and distributing it worldwide. Okay. Next slide. Why don't you go to slide 4? Yeah. So this is about Kryptonite. Slide 4. So we have Adrian Grenier on the show from Entourage and Devil Wears Prada. He's a big Web2 personality. Of Brock and Kim Lee. Next. Yep, and these are the rest of the nights, right? If you go to slide 7, this is where the projects will come up and they'll pitch to the nights and try to get investment. So we have some really exciting projects. I think about 15, 16 of them have IDOs coming up around the time the show goes live. So that's going to be really interesting. All right. One more. We can do one more. One more slide. Almost. Yeah, next slide. Yeah. So this is the boiler room where the projects hang out, waiting for their turn. They can see on the screen how we have the host there, Kim Lee and Gav. So this Crypto Nights, we did the crowdfund for the show through RiteStream Studios. We produced the show, we filmed it, We're doing the post-production. The trailer is going to come out soon. We are at MIPCOM. I don't know if some folks can share the pictures of MIPCOM. If my team is here listening, if you could share the pictures of MIPCOM with these guys. Yeah. So that's what's happening with us, right? It's really exciting. It's really amazing. I'm excited that RiteStream Plus soft launch has happened. We will keep improving the product every week. Every week there'll be an improvement. You can go to ritestream.io/watch. Go there, connect your wallet, and you can start earning and you start increasing your chances of winning the prize pools. And as we have more people watching, we'll get more revenue coming in, and the prize pool will just grow bigger and bigger and bigger.
That's really, really amazing. I mean, there are so many advantages, especially when it comes to streaming application and what we got with RiteStream here. And while I was looking at the website, I also see that you guys have an a staking system. I think that's gonna be coming up in the future.
The
Which is
staking system is live. The staking system is live.
okay, awesome. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
That's really nice. So that's basically for me another way to to get the advertisement going. And also another thing I want to ask is in terms of the App Store and the Play Store. Will you guys be having that pretty soon as well? I want Alvin to share a little bit details about Alvin. I know when you were having MetaFX at that stage, you had some issue with the App Store. What happened?
So which one again?
Yeah, when we wanted to have like the App Store with MetaFX at that time, there were some issues. I don't know if you can share that a little bit.
Oh, you mean as far Apple's probably your toughest, if anything. Because anything that's sort of like crypto related, they really kind of shy from that. But if you go on Google, if you're on Google, you're fine. They're cool with that. But Apple's always going to be your toughest one to get on. And I know RiteStream. I know that company that it was talking about, RiteStream. So basically, RiteStream, they have a huge library. They have a library. They're like Class B movies, but they allow you to rotate every single month. Your movie selection. So you're not stuck with that.
Yeah, that's all right. It's correct.
Yeah. So the thing is that with RiteStream's platform, it's a good platform. I think the toughest challenge is getting the viewership, getting more people on a board to watch the content. That's always going to be, because there's the business model, the most successful business model in this space is Tubi, and they're located here in the United States, and that's their geographic. And that company earns approximately $2.1 billion a year just on ad revenue, but then again, they have like they have like 30,000 people. I mean, they have 30,000 movie selection, and they have their own back end where they work directly with, publishers who are uploading their content in terms of, the content in terms of the ad revenue stuff, But
our viewership has actually, since we did the soft launch, the viewership has actually increased steadily. It's really increasing day by day. In fact, we're checking every day. It's just going up every day. Like I said, access to content is something that we have access to the publishers. We have access to creators. We have access to multiple companies who are willing to give us content. So that, for us, is not a problem. But of course, again, we have to increase the viewership first before they can release certain kinds of content. That's kind of like a chicken and egg. But I'm seeing the data, right, since we launched this, the growth has been quite insane, from the first day up to now. It's quite a significant growth. I think it's exceeding our expectations. So we're going to keep going and keep pushing. We have certain contents which can works well in certain geographies, so we're focusing on those first. before we release the next content. So yeah, and
Have
of course
you
we have our own exclusive content as well, which we'll put out later.
have you guys thought about doing? You know what's trending right now is those short. I wouldn't say that they're well. I guess they're short movies. You know, and what they do is, I mean, those movies are like I could even tell you they're probably like class C, you know, kind of movies, but the storyline is just it just draws you in. You know what I mean? I'm not too
Mm,
sure if you've seen those short stories like reels. I think it's like there's seven like movie box. They
mm-hmm,
don't they do short movies and they're so addicting that
mm,
what in order for you to see the next episode, you have to watch a video, you know?
mm,
Or you can do a subscription based where you know they're gonna charge you like for every 2 weeks and you could watch like unlimited videos and all that kind of stuff. But
mm,
that's something that is so addicting. Like I'm even addicted with their movies. These are like no stars. You won't even find one person that you can even recognize. But the stories of these movies, like how I married a secret billionaire, or she didn't even know that she married a billionaire, and this guy was just like, you know, they have all these types of stories, and they're just so addicting to watch. And I know that one of the companies I researched them, I think one of them they make approximately $22 million a month, based on their subscription and ad revenue. You know, that's something to look forward towards too.
yeah, there
And
is
they don't
there
even have
is
a big
so
budget.
much potential out there. There's so much different kinds of content which people. It's not just the Netflix type content. There's so much out there. We're keeping it in our back pocket for now. We're not revealing all this yet, but we have access to, like I said, a lot of content. We're super excited about it. And from what we see, this can scale pretty fast. It can scale pretty fast, and this also segues into the utility of the RITE token. I think that's an important thing to discuss. Like, why are we doing all this, right? As a Web3 company, we also want to take care of the token. So, like, again, for RiteStream Plus and RiteStream Studios, right? We tied in the token utility very closely with these two things. One on um, the rev share that we're getting from the advertising. The portion we use to give out rewards is going to be a big monthly buyback program, of our tokens. Okay, so that's going to be a huge driver right there. We also have like booster packs we're going to introduce soon enough, where you can buy booster packs to increase your chances of winning the lottery every month. And to buy the booster packs, you have to pay in the RITE token. All right. And in RiteStream Studios, if you want to invest in the next show, there is a kind of like a quote unquote gas fees that you pay in RITE tokens, proportional to how much you want to invest. So in these two things, right, we're really, taking care of the utility of the RiteStream token. The more we can scale the ads, the more we scale the viewership, the more we scale the ads, the more there's demand and buybacks for the token, the more wallets will start holding our token, and the more growth we'll see. And this is a super scalable model because the watch to earn and watch to win that we're giving out is based on actual revenue, right? Actual revenue that we're going to get from the ad networks. Like I said, we got really good relationships with them because we worked with them for multiple different things in the past. So this makes it a super scalable model, and there are different classes of content that we can put out there that can really scale the viewership. Again, like I said, what you see right now is very limited, but we have to start somewhere. There's a lot of very good content that only allows us to release once we hit certain numbers. But even with what we have right now, the viewership has been really good. I think it's been increasing quite a phenomenal rate daily. The growth daily has been amazing. It's more than I expected. So we're quite happy with the progress. We're excited to release the new films and TVs for crowdfunding soon. We'll have more information about that soon enough.
No, I mean, Joseph is like having don't give out too much information yet.
Yeah, I
we
won't. I
we
won't.
No, I mean that's really really awesome, especially when you're dealing with a platform like this, you want to be careful with what you give out. You don't want to give out too much information so that, because you have so many competitors out there, who are looking to steal ideas, and it's better for you to show your workings than just saying things and somebody else could copy those
Yeah.
ideas.
Don't worry. I'm hiding a lot of things. There's a lot of things I'm not revealing. Don't worry about that. You know,
No, it
I
all
can't
makes
reveal
sense.
it anyway. Yeah, I can't reveal it anyway. All in due course, all in due time, like you said. You know.
Yeah, makes sense. So my next question to you is gonna be in terms of the referral system, because I feel like that's another means of reaching out to the right audience out there. I mean, if I know somebody, it's easy for me to interact with somebody to be like, oh, have you checked out this streaming application? So I just want to know if you guys are planning to implement a referral system for your users so that it can reach out to more users to stream the application. I don't know what you guys think about that.
Sorry, I lost your audio.
Can
What
you
did
hear
you say?
me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I was asking if you guys have kind of like a referral system program installed on the application where I can tend to invite somebody to check out this streaming application. Maybe in terms of that, I get an extra token for watching or stuff like that. Did you get the
Um,
question?
repeat again. The audio is just chopping in and out for me. I don't know why. Repeat one more time, please. I'm just checking my internet.
Yeah,
Try to repeat one more time, please.
yeah. I was asking if you guys have like a referral program on the platform.
Okay, I can hear you now. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we are planning a referral program. Okay, it's not ready yet. We're working with specific partners who can help us execute this. But once the referral program is out, we will let you know. But the referral program is going to be really, really good. The way we are thinking about it right now is that, you know what, I'm going to keep it secret for now, but I'm excited about the referral program is coming up soon.
Yeah, nice. Because I believe that's actually one way to reach it to the target audience, especially if you want to get to more people streaming the application. Like I said earlier, one person can get to see this application and love the idea and want to invite his friends or family, to check it out, stuff like that. So having that, is really, really gonna be nice. So I also want to ask, I'm pretty curious, what other project are you guys working on aside from Crypto Nights? You know?
Um, yeah, we are planning for season 2 of Crypto Nights. Okay, that is coming up soon. Okay, there are also other shows that are looking to crowdfund with RiteStream Plus. Again, I can't reveal some of the names, but we're talking some very, very big names, some big TV shows, big hits. That will be revealed in due course. We are thinking of some spin-off shows from Crypto Nights as well. Talking to some partners about this. So we have interesting plans coming up. Like I said, with regards to crypto-related content, I think that there's a lot of opportunity here, and we can become like the de facto distribution channel for this. Quite a lot of them have reached out to us to look for potential partnerships. Some really big names are starting to reach out to us for potential partnerships. Again, like I wish I could reveal all these things, but as we get more and more exposure and the names start to go out, and once the show gets released, it really start opening up a lot of doors. I mean, right now we have so many companies and partners reaching out to us for potential collaboration. It's shocking. If you asked me 3 months ago, was it the same? I'll say it's different. 3 months ago, we were like, before we filmed anything, we were begging people to come work with us. We were trying so hard. It was so hard to get Adrian to come on the show, to get Brock, to get all these people to come onto the show. But now things have changed for us as people start seeing what we're doing, and we filmed the show. You know, a lot of them are knocking on the door with us right now, and now we get the luxury of picking and choosing who we want to work with. It's a different kind of challenge right now because you have to be very careful on who you want to work with. There's so many choices right now, and it's really exciting. And some big names have come in knocking on the door for to talk to us. So it's a really exciting time for RiteStream. We're building, we're growing. It's been 2 years of building for us, but right now I think our products are ready to explode, ready to go. You know, exciting times.
That's really really nice. That's the power of knowing what you're doing is because at first the journey might look pretty crazy, but when you keep going, you always want to see people who want to join in. There's a question that came in asking that is there gonna be a limit for streaming this application? Or is there gonna be a limit on how you can earn? Somebody who is watching is expecting to be getting reward every second, and if there's no limit, right? How do you guys tend to, get revenue into the platform? Because it's always easy to give out, tokens, but you also want to make sure that, you don't get drained into your liquidity, stuff like that.
Yeah. So let's talk about the revenue thing first, and that was really the most important thing we wanted to solve. We tied up with, we'll announce this soon, right? We've tied up partnerships with some of the biggest ad networks out there, simply because of our relationship with them, right? And they can give us access to ads, no matter how much we scale, right? The number of ads we get will scale. They have access to global advertisers, a very sophisticated system. So we can scale up to 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 million a month in revenue, even more, without any problems. And like I said, our watch to earn and watch to earn is tied directly to the ad revenues. And the ad revenues is tied directly to how much people are viewing. So the more you view, the more we earn, the more rewards we give out. Just to be fully transparent, we're giving out 40% of the ad revenues out to the community. 50% of that will go to the watch to earn, 50% will go to the monthly prize pool for the watch to win. So we wanted to make sure that this was highly scalable, all right? That we don't hit some dead end down the track, and that's why getting the right partnerships was so critical and so difficult. I'm saying? It was not easy. It took a lot of time. We had to prove to them a lot of things. Right? They don't just give it to anybody, right? And thankfully, we have really good relationships, and they trust us, and they believe in us, and we've been involved in some really important shows and distribution, right? So we had to leverage all the networks that we had, all the experience we had in the space. It's not really about what technology you have. It's really about what relationships you have. That's the differentiator. Maybe someone else has a better streaming platform than us, but they don't have the networks we have. I'm not young. I'm 52, right? Our CEO Riaz, he's older than me, right? We've been in the business. And when I was working on Halo, right, we worked on the movie side and the distribution side as well. Okay, so I've been in and around that space for some time. We have access to distribution. So that's the most important thing. The first part of your question, what was the first part of your question? I forgot. Oh, how much is that limits to how much you can earn, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. So right now it's capped at 10,000 for November, okay, because we're just starting out. But like I said, once we hit certain thresholds, which is what the ad networks want to see, then they will easily scale us up into different levels. So we can like I said, we can easily scale up without a problem. So in terms of how much people can earn, I think more information about that will be revealed soon. Okay, let's get past November, and then we will announce again.
Great. So, guys, the team is not ready to review so many information regarding what they got planning, but one of the way you can get information, you want to stick around with them. Make sure you join their Telegram channel, their social links to keep updated, because I think what the RiteStream team are doing here is they want to be showing their workings than just, saying they're going to do this, they're going to do that. They just want to be showing that they can do it. So stick around to the community to always keep updated about, their future plans and what they got going as well. So up next, I also want to ask, there's a question that just also came in from, let's see here. Yeah, there's a question that came about, content creators ads. And I think this is really, really nice too, because that's another way you can drive attention into the platforms. So will you guys be attracting any, content creators, into the application? Because, I mean, in my opinion, I feel like, they can help foster a strong ecosystem on both the viewers and the creators, you know what I mean? So if you guys implementing maybe content creators, somebody who has so many followers and can get to promote you guys, and you guys maybe in return give them some tokens, stuff like that. Just for promotion. I don't know if you guys are into that as well.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, definitely. I mean, I'd like to know more details about that. Caleb, I am struggling because your audio does keep cutting out. I don't know if anybody is hearing this, but I'm getting it. But yeah, that's the best I can answer you right now because I really couldn't hear what you were saying.
Yeah, give me a second. I don't know. Sometimes Telegram is bugging.
Someone from the community heard what he said. If you can just type it in the Telegram for me,
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Try. Go ahead. Try again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. So now I just, I think you already answered the question in terms of, content creators, how they can help, the platform in terms of that. But yeah, like you said, you're not giving out too many information. So, so which is pretty, nice.
Well, I can talk a little bit about content creators because of what we're doing with RiteStream Studios, where we want to create this platform where they can crowdfund. You'll be surprised there's a really huge demand for this, especially like every few days I'm getting like requests for new things and new shows and new films that want to crowdfund. And it's what I notice is a pattern is the creators who really want autonomy, who want independence. Sometimes if they get the funding from the studios, they have to go in a certain direction and they can't stay true to their own original story and ideas. And I think I'm hinting about something here. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. So there is big opportunity right now if they can crowdfund directly from the community, from the fans. This is the way they can keep the storyline of the shows that they want to produce, the way they want it, the way they envision it, true to the, what the fans believe in and what the story should be. So that's an interesting thing. I was surprised how much of these creators are reaching out to us. I didn't really expect the extent of this. I have agents from big movie stars. So from the filming of some of the shows that we did recently, I got to know some of the agents, and they started contacting me and say, "Hey, look, this guy and this person, this actress is doing a new show, and then they'll love to see if we can crowdfund with you guys." So that was a big surprise, and that's also very exciting for RiteStream. Let's get there step by step, though. We'll focus on RiteStream Plus first, and then we'll build the community. Once the community is big enough, then we can start introducing RiteStream Studios for the crowdfunding. So I think we have a plan to execute this, and I really do want the team wants to scale up RiteStream Plus quite quickly. We have big plans for this, and your audio is much better, by the way.
Yeah. So the next question I want to ask is in regards to the voting system. I think on the website you guys mentioned about a voting system where people will have to vote for a certain movie. I would like to know how that works. Maybe they can give a feedback before the movie can be released. Stuff like that.
Yeah, so this is interesting, right? We envisioned this voting system. Like RiteStream, when we put everything out there, was a startup, right? A startup basically is a hypothesis, right? We put an idea out of a DAO-based system where there's the community can get involved in the creative process. But when we brought this idea to the creators, certain things they liked, certain things they didn't like, about that process, and we're finding a middle ground. We'll be updating this information about that voting process soon enough, where the community still has some kind of say, but it doesn't kill the creative license of the creator, because that's a really, really important thing, right? And sometimes the creators, they cannot reveal too much because there is like a cliffhanger or hidden thing in the story. So how are you going to vote for something if you don't know what the final outcome is going to be, right? So it's not just voting for storylines, okay? It's not just voting for, also voting for which ones you want to crowdfund. That's, I think, a luxury we can have maybe later. But in terms of the voting, now that we've come this far and we actually have creators who want to crowdfund with us and we're ready to put it out there, we will come up with a system for voting which is going to be much more practical, that works for both sides, the community and for the creators. That information has not been revealed. It's the kind of proprietary information we're keeping to ourselves right now. But I think we figured out a very nice balance, and we'll reveal that soon enough.
Nice. That's really nice. Let me get a question here from the VC. I saw Benova raising his hand earlier. Benova, you're muted to speak.
Okay, can you hear me, Kill?
Yeah,
Yes,
I can hear you.
Oh, thank you very much. Joseph, you guys have such an awesome project here. Let me just go straight to my question because we have no time. My question was, I went to the website. You guys have a lovely design, and I love the content that was posted there. But my major issue was in the terms of language, because I was searching, I didn't get to see a place where you can easily switch to language, the language settings and the rest of them, because, it's not everybody that understands English. There are some countries some people who understand French and the rest of them. So I don't know, what are you guys doing about that? Thank you.
Good question, right? So first we'll tackle the English part, because that's the easiest thing for that we can grow to hit certain targets. We need to hit certain viewership targets and impression targets. We can scale, we can reach those targets very, very quickly with English alone right now. Okay, so that's our key focus right now. We want to hit those targets, hit those numbers, so that our advertisers are happy, so that our content providers are happy. And then once we hit those numbers, right, then we can see, typically by that time you'll start to plateau. That's when you want to start breaking out into different languages. And which languages we want to go through first, that's something we want to use, let the data tell us, to where to focus on. So that's 100% something that we want to do and we will do. It just doesn't make sense for us now because we want to get to those numbers quickly. Once we hit those numbers, we have more power, more clout, and more possibilities.
Okay, that's an awesome thing to do. But don't you think that people that don't even understand English, that understand the language, will feel left out from what you are doing?
They will feel left out now. They will feel left out now. We have to be practical. We have to be practical. There's limited resources. There's limited time. You know what I'm saying? So we can't work on everything at the same time. So right now, yes, they will be left out. But eventually we will slowly start to take care of them. Okay, I mean, we're living in the real world, we're living with practical stuff. Our revenues are good. We're making very decent revenues right now. But still, we can only allocate limited amount of resources. So my goal is I'm allocating resources to scale this like crazy, hit those numbers. We can hit those numbers with English alone. The rest of the folks, just be patient. Okay, we are looking at multiple languages soon enough. All right.
Okay. And then my second question, goes just like Netflix and other platform, currently they mostly they deal on fiat. And for your platform to also go viral, it's not everybody that also use Bitcoin. Some people are of the idea that Bitcoin is I don't know if you get this ideology where people say but are you looking at implementing the fiat system on the um, on the platform maybe in the future?
Yeah, so this is another very, very good question, right? So we hired designers and product people recently who are pure Web2 people, okay? Because we wanted to make the user journey for Web2 folks as simple as possible. Right now, we're focusing on the Web3 crowd, but we are enhancing the design. So we want to really market and push this out there to the Web2 crowd because there's much bigger audiences out there, right? And the way we're designing is we're making it so simple for them to come in, just come in, sign up. They don't even need even right now, you don't even need a wallet. If you sign up without thinking of the wallet creates in the background, and we are looking at off-ramp partners and all these kind of things. We want to make it super simple that a Web2 guy who has no crypto knowledge can just come in, can sign up, start watching, start earning and seeing that there's something in his wallet and he can off-ramp out. Okay? And there are partners who can help us. There are a lot of DeFi partners out there. We're talking to multiple of them. And that's something we really want to do because, again, we want to scale up the promotion and the marketing of this. We don't want to limit ourselves just to the crypto community, right? We want anybody who has no wallet to come in and consume. And the plan we're also trying to do is eventually one day we want to allow anybody to come in, watch the content. You don't even have to, connect your wallet if you don't want to, right? You just use your email or whatever and start watching content. Now, what's going to happen with these folks who don't have the wallet is that we will still be earning ad revenue from them. But these guys don't get the watch to earn. They don't get the watch to win component because they didn't connect their wallet. But that still increases the price pool for the rest. So those guys who actually connect the wallet, they're getting a much bigger price pool now. So that's why we feel it's super important to make this design as simple enough for non-crypto folks to come in. But the Web3 part is there. It's in the background. And those who do eventually connect the wallet will get a much bigger upside. So that's what we're trying to do here. Over the weeks, you'll see slowly the design is going to be improving. We're going to be doing, like I said, releases, regular updates to make it as simple as possible and run large-scale campaigns all over the world to drive people to our platform.
Okay, thank you very much, Joseph, for the brief explanation. And thank you, Caleb, for this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome, Benova. Nice questions. Just like what Benova was saying earlier, you want to attract not just a certain area, you also want to make sure you get to the mass audience, and like you also mentioned about many people not who really don't have much ideas about the crypto market, because with what you got going, I believe this shouldn't just be for crypto users alone. You also want to attract even non-crypto users because this is a streaming application. So even if you don't have you don't have much knowledge on Web2 or Web3, somebody can fill you in. So, but yeah, I think the way you guys are going about this is really, really cool, taking it step by step, until you reach the goal. But yeah,
Yep.
I think that's gonna be the last question for today. But before we are gonna definitely round this up, do you have any final words you want to say, Joseph?
Well, we are at a very exciting time. We've done the soft launch for RiteStream Plus. We've done the proof of concept for RiteStream Studios. We are at the MIPCOM festival right now in Cannes, in France. I think it's pronounced Cannes. In France, we are showcasing Kryptonites over there in a big way. The show will be live in December. So we're at the starting point of really, seeing amazing growth. You guys can go to ritestream.io/watch, and you can start watching the content now. You connect your wallet and start watching the content. There isn't much content right now, like I said, because we have to scale up the numbers first before we can unlock more content. But help us, come and join us, watch whatever content is out there. Some really good piece of content there. Start, collecting those views. And we have that 10,000 prize pool for November, which even you start watching now, it accumulates all the way up to November. So you can start doing that and be with us with our journey. We have our Telegram group, RiteStream, as well. You can join us there. Our community is fun, an amazing community. So these are really exciting times for us, and we'll be doing a whole ton of AMAs and promotions coming up to get the word out.
Really, really nice. I mean, I love what you guys are doing here. It's really, really a privilege to have you guys at the GOLDDIGGERS community. Like I said, I've known about RiteStream, but getting more details about what you guys going is really, 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 really amazing. I think we have, less projects who are, involved in streaming, doing what you guys are doing. So thank you once more for coming around, Joseph, you and the team. It's really, really a privilege, to have you guys in our midst, and we hope that in the future, any plans you guys got going, any update, please feel free to share with us so we can share with our community as well, because, we love good stuff here. Thank you so much, Joseph, for coming around.
Thanks for inviting me. Thanks for the questions. Thanks everyone for being part of this. Hope to see you as part of our community and getting involved. All right.
Yeah, awesome. All right, everyone.
All right.
Ciao. Have a great day
Thanks.
ahead.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys. Bye.